Joining us now live after practice is Dallin Leavitt, one of BYU's key defenders. Dallin, you take care of Uconn, check mark there. Now you head to Texas. What's the mentality as the Cougars now head for Austin?
I think we're going in there just trying to play hard and, just dominate the line of scrimmage and do the best we can.
Did Zach Stout give you a hard time for the personal foul in which he got a pick?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I owe that man dinner.
What did he say to you on the field after that happened?
He didn't say anything to me, but I told him, I said, I owe you dinner, bro, my bad.
That's fair.
That's fair. Dallin Leavitt joining us on BYU Sports Nation. Dallin, I noticed a number of guys that came back after year one into year two, and I was like, wow, they looked the part. Man, you have beefed up. What were you eating and what were you doing, because you look like a new man?
I just working out with our guys. Our strength and conditioning program over here is great. Eating as much as I can, working with our nutritionist, Dan, and I knew I was going to be playing safety, so I needed to gain a little bit of weight.
Let's get to the real source of your awesomeness. You represent the 503, Portland, Oregon. How much did that play into your awesomeness?
Oh, 100%. Everything is from the 503.
Braden Kersley, Mitch Matthews. There are a couple guys from that area as well, right?
Oh yeah. We try to represent Portland, man.
There's like a click going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, of course. Hashtag Damian Lillard.
Hey, before we talk about these guys preparing for Texas, now I want to ask you, you guys had a chance to look at the film and all that. From a secondary perspective, what did you take away from Uconn? What adjustments do you feel you guys have to make to get better as a unit defensively in that secondary following the Uconn game? What could you do better?
I think it's everything. I think as a whole we played really well. I think we played hard. I think we were aggressive. I think our keys were great. Just everything from, again, getting our keys every single week, because each week they're different. And, just understanding our role within our defense individually and as a whole. Week to week we can always be better. There's never a limit.
Connecticut decided to go for it several times inside the red zone. So 5 red zone trips, just 1 touchdown yielded 10 points total. How pleased were you guys with the performance against the Huskies?
Oh, I feel like we played really well. I feel like we played hard, and I attribute that to the way we practice and how hard we play at practice and the tone that the defensive coaches are setting by not, we talk about not letting them cross line of scrimmage, and that's always the goal.
BYU sophomore safety Dallin Leavitt joining BYU Sports Nation. Last year you had 3 tackles against Texas. Do you have a prediction for tackles against Texas this year, Dallin?
No predictions. I'm just trying to go out there and help my team win this game.
However, have you heard of BYU Sports Nation karma, Dallin?
Say that again?
Have you heard of the BYU Sports Nation karma? Are you familiar with it?
No, I have not.
Let us explain this. You come on BYU Sports Nation, and we arbitrarily give it to random people, most good players, because it works out. And then all of a sudden you have this great performance. Let's just give you a couple examples. Jamal Williams ran for 182 against Texas after coming on the show. Daniel Sorensen made the Kansas City Chiefs. We think that we had something to do with that. At this time, we would like to give you the BYU Sports Nation karma, and we think that you're going to have a great game against Texas.
No, I appreciate it.
What does that mean to you?
It means that I need to have a good game. Keep that going.
Don't let us down. Don't let us down.
Yeah, please keep it going.
Hey, how different is the preparation for Texas? What things are we going to see different from the offense at Texas than what we saw in that first week from Uconn?
From an offensive standpoint, it's actually pretty similar. I think they're going to try to run the ball. They got some really good running backs, and I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to try to pound it.
Certainly, you would think that with a very inexperienced quarterback and then an equally inexperienced center now with Dominic going down. Does it become now Texas is going to go really slow? And if so, you're trying to get the ball back and put it in your offense's hands. How does your game plan change for the Longhorns, who are now a couple of men down?
Honestly, I don't think it changes. The quarterback is a Division I quarterback. They're all Division guys. They're all going to be good athletes. I think that we just need to focus on ourselves and focus on exactly what we need to do. And then, like we talked about it in meetings today, they're an orange jersey with a white helmet, and that's who we're going to go play against. And it's about us and what we do.
Word out of Texas is that the quarterback maybe a little more agile than Ash, so you may see a little bit more quarterback run. Have you guys talked about that and focused on controlling the quarterback run game at all in prep?
Yeah, I mean he's a big athlete, and we're not necessarily sure what we're going to see, but we're just going off of what we had seen in the past and what we think is going to be their biggest threat offensively.
Have you envisioned the initial moments of playing at DKR there in Austin against Texas, the opportunity that is that moment?
Not yet. I mean, it's pretty. We still got a little ways to the game.
This summer, you never envisioned it, Dallin?
In the summer, yeah. Right now, I'm just trying to focus on practice.
That's a fair answer.
What was that summer vision like as you kind of wake up in the middle of the night thinking about maybe playing in a big game?
Well, I was actually born in Texas, and my dad told me that when I was a little baby, he took me to the Longhorn Stadium before the game. So, he was telling me about this, that, and the other. And, I mean, I've never been to the stadium, but I've heard it's a great scenery and it's a great setting, and I'm excited to play there.
BYU sophomore safety Dallin Leavitt had 4 tackles against Uconn in a 35-10 win to open the season. He's on BYU Sports Nation live after practice. Dallin, you've now played for Bronco Mendenhall, who was the defensive coordinator last year, and he has handed off those reins to Nick Howell. Has anything changed between the two coaching styles, at least in terms of their responsibilities specific to the defensive coordinator position?
Coach Howell's calling the plays this year, and but I don't think as a whole much really changes. It's a tradition here at BYU that we play BYU defense, and whether it's Coach Mendenhall calling the plays or Coach Howell calling the plays, we're still going to get a great play caller in no matter what, and we just play BYU defense.
How would you define BYU defense?
Passionate, aggressive, and we're just trying to physically dominate.
Dallin, we appreciate the time. We wish you the best of luck as you prepare for Texas down there in Austin. And as always, shout out to the 503.
Shout out to the 503. Thanks, guys.